Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to make a musical shaker. You're going to need a toilet paper roll or an old medicine bottle or paper towel roll. You can even use a plastic cup for this. Something that can hold things inside of it. And then you're going to need pasta, dried beans, or dried rice. Something that shakes. Okay, now we're going to use our tape. And we are going to tape the top of our toilet paper roll. If you're using a cup, you're not going to do this because the bottom of your cup doesn't need to be taped. But since we're using toilet paper roll, we're going to tape it. And the goal is just to make sure that it has enough tape that whatever you're pouring inside of it isn't going to pour out. And I have found that if at the end you put one more tape around the side of it, like that, it will keep it in better. So at the end, you should have tape all across the bottom. You can use duct tape, masking tape, doesn't really matter. Duct tape does work the best if you have it. I don't have it right now, so. Then you're going to fill up your shaker with whatever you're using. I'm using pasta. And I did that in a very, very messy way. When you do it, you want to make sure that you don't fill it all the way up to the top. You want some space at the top. You can test it like this. That works pretty good. I do have quite a bit of space. If I were to fill it all the way up, the rice or whatever's inside the pasta wouldn't actually shake. Now, you'll notice some of the pasta is going to stick to my tape. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You should have enough pasta in there, but it's not going to matter. I'm just going to put a couple more pieces. Also, it is really fun if you experiment with different things, like you can make a shaker with rice, and then you can make a shaker with beans. You can make a shaker with pasta, and you can see all the difference of what it's like. Okay, then we're going to tape the top so that it's closed, just like we did the bottom. And again, you can do this however you want. I find it best to do across one way and then going across the other way, and then taping a ring around the top at the end so that it's closed on the top. So we should be closed on the bottom, closed on the top, and we're not all the way full of whatever dried material you have inside. You can also use tiny rocks for this if you don't have any of the dried things I mentioned. But then you have a shaker, and each shaker is going to sound different. So if you fill it up with rice, it's going to shake differently than if you have pasta. And the bigger the shaker you have, the different sound you're going to get, the wider, different materials. This is paper. If I used plastic, it'd get a really different sound. So play around with it if you want. Make a couple different shakers, but then you're going to use this shaker to explore Brazilian folk music. Brazil has some really fun, exciting rhythms and beats, and so you're going to take your shaker and you're going to use that shaker to find the rhythm. Then you also could use this shaker for your folk tune. In the section where I teach you how to write a folk song, I showed how to use a piano and how to use your hands on your thighs for body percussion, but you could also use your shaker for your song. I have a lovely Japanese tree. Something like that. All right, so make a shaker, complete the assignments, and have fun.